Hey guys, it's Brad Klauser from Touchdown Sourcing. I'm in my office today. Wanted to give you some items, show you some items that I picked up this past week to resell. I believe all of these items are going to go to Amazon as they have the highest profit margin, and they are all they're not all new, but the items will sell better on Amazon. They've got some traction there. So. The first place that I went to this past weekend is a place called Half Price Books. It's a used bookstore. Typically, you pay half of what the book was priced when it came out. 99% of everything there is used, which is fine because you can still sell books on Amazon, and you can mark them, acceptable, good, very good, like new, and new. And of course, you don't want to list it as new unless it is absolutely new. But one of the strategies I use when I go into a bookstore is I look for their clearance section. Half Price Books does a clearance section, and there's probably a couple thousand books in these shelves. And what you're looking for, or at least what I look for, is kind of the unique categories. Business is one, religion is another, so you can find some rare books in there. First thing I do is I go through and I look for anything that's sealed, that's brand new and sealed in the package, because then you can take and actually sell as new as long as there's no damage to the package or the book through the packaging. But this weekend the items that I got were actually used, and I'm going to show you a couple of those. The first one is this little book right here. This is Intellectuals Incorporated. It's a hardback book. It does have writing in it from whoever owned it before. It's a little beat up. There's some, as you can see, there's a tear right there in the back of the cover. This is going to go up as acceptable on Amazon. Sales rank is somewhere around the 400,000 sales rank in books, which is pretty good. And it's going to go up as acceptable, and the lowest price on this book on Amazon right now, I believe, is $49.99. I believe that's what it is. I didn't re-look this up before the video, but I paid in the clearance section $2 for this book. So I'll list it as acceptable. It will most likely sell in a week or two, and it's going to bring in a nice profit from this. So that was the first book. Second book I got is called Kabbalah on Sex, which anytime you find kind of unique, anything that can be a little bit controversial or has the word sex in it, sex sells. This book right here, I ended up paying, I think it was $1 for, because it's a softback. There's no writing in it. It is a little bit dirty. I don't know if you can see that. It's got some dirt and smudges on there. On the back, it's got some shelf wear from that. This will probably be listed as good. It's better than acceptable, but it's not very good. I always downgrade. If I think it looks very good, I usually list it as good. It's a safe bet to do that, so when your customer gets it, they're pleasantly surprised instead of disappointed. This book right here, if I recall, is selling around $50 in the good range, so there'll be a nice profit there. As I said, I look for sealed items when I'm at Half Price Books, and this other item is a puzzle. And it is actually brand new and sealed. You can see the glare from the light on that. That is the plastic on there. This is brand new, and this cost me $3, and it's going on to Amazon as a brand new puzzle. And there's only one other seller. It's a 1.5 million in toys, which means it doesn't move very fast. But it's probably because the person selling it has it listed at $75. I'm not going to go quite that high when I list it. I'm probably going to list it around $50. The last time it sold, it did sell for $50, and it sold 3 or 4 of those in about a month span at that $50 range. So we'll put that up there and let that go. All right, so another thing I like to do is on Facebook, I like to go and I look through the marketplace. I look for people selling stuff that they don't want anymore. Sometimes it's new, sometimes it's used, it just depends. One of the ones I picked up this weekend is this, the Mickey Mouse and Friends Cake Pop Maker. Doesn't look like anything fantastic. As you see, the box is in great shape. It was brand new. The lady was asking $10 for this, and she was asking $10 for this, which is a cupcake maker, a Hostess cupcake maker. It's just the maker, doesn't have anything that can expire. I made sure of that. She was asking $10 for each on these. I shot her a message, said I'm interested. Would you like to sell both for $10? And she said yes. And she actually brought it to my house and dropped it off on the porch for me because I wasn't home, and I just left her money under the mat. So paid $5 each for those. The Hostess cupcake maker, I believe, sells in the $30 range. And the cake pop maker from Mickey and Friends, the only other one up there that's selling right now is $50, and it's got about a 200,000 sales rank in the kitchen category. So a little bit slower moving stuff, but it's going to sell. And I got one more item. Everybody's heard of Goodwill, I'm sure. And I go to the Goodwill and I find stuff all the time. Actually went in, this is the only item I found. I was there for maybe 10 minutes looking through everything. And it actually has a Goodwill label right there on it still. If you can see that, it's $1.99. So paid $1.99 for the alphabetic guide set, index 25 dividers, A through Z. And this is selling in office supplies on Amazon. And as you can see, it's sealed. It's brand new. It needs cleaned up a little bit. It's got some stuff on there that we'll just wipe off. And we'll pull that label off. This is selling in office product supplies at a sales rank of, it was low. It was like 5,000, so it's going to move pretty quick. But these are selling for $26, and I paid $1.99 for it, so I'm going to have a pretty good profit off of that. Always be looking, whether you're online, in-store. We've talked about it before. When you go to Walmart or anywhere like that, there is product and opportunity to make money all around you. As you work through it, your mind will start to work and see stuff, and you say, that might be worth something, that might be worth something. Anytime anything's sealed, it's worth the scan, because that's a new item, and it's a lot easier to sell those for a higher markup and get that margin that you need to sell it on Amazon or eBay. So hope you enjoyed this video. It was just a real quick insight of what I do day to day, constantly looking. But if you have a local bookstore, thrift shop, or Goodwill, and your Facebook marketplaces, those are big areas to always look at to get valuable items to send in. So hope everybody's having a great Monday. I've got other things to do, but this video is for you. Have a good afternoon, guys.